Yeah, real quick, I just wanted to talk about something kind of strange that seems very obvious to me, but I brought it up to some people and looked around, and it seems like nobody will ever catch on at this rate. Basically, YouTube, super chats, Twitch, streaming, and advertising revenue, view and click-based revenue on platforms that aren't owned by the people creating the content is probably the easiest, least traceable, most profitable way to launder money and propagandize. It's probably the easiest way to do that since like the creation of the radio or the television. So there's a couple really easy ways to spot this, but let me just explain what I mean exactly. So if you're watching, I don't know, there's a couple. Okay, take networks like Fallen TV, like the Jesse Lee Peterson thing, or Alex Stein. And I mean, if you kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about, you know already that all like conservative media, alternative media, it's all fake. But basically, watch Alex Stein, anything that he's made, like Prime Time by Alex Stein, great example. He has a very nice studio. He has like 3 or 4 employees that are, they do editing, they set things up for him, and then they're actually there while he's recording, as if it's an actual news company or like a real media company, which, it is real, but it's not what it seems. And so that kind of operation, unless everyone working for them is independently wealthy and they're doing it out of the goodness of their hearts, which they're not, it would cost probably $3,000 or $4,000 every episode. He doesn't get many views at all. Like once in a while, he'll have like his stupid like real life trolling. He gets views with that sometimes. But what I mean is like he'll stream his little fake news show for an hour or so, and he'll have like 500 viewers. Even if he had 1,000 viewers, it still carries what I'm about to say. But he'll do this thing where he has people working for him professionally. He has over $20,000 in equipment easily, and he's putting all his time into this. This is basically his full-time job, if not more. But through the super chats and things, even on other platforms, he's only making like it was like ridiculously low, like $200 over an hour and a half, which is nothing. Like it's nothing unless you're streaming every single night. If like think about if you made $100 a day, how little work you would have to do, or you would be like sweeping up the McDonald's parking lot. Like nobody works full time in media to make $100 a day. Okay, and so that's the one side of this. All right, is you get a lot, you get no money and no views for something that costs a ridiculous amount of money that nobody would have, nobody could afford to do. And what is the purpose of that? It would be propaganda, not propaganda like news propaganda, atrocity propaganda, but platforming certain people, doing favors for people. If you look up influence peddling, the Korean CIA used to do this with the Moonies. It's influence peddling is what they're doing. They're greasing hands, things like that. They're doing favors for people, and they're kind of creating an appearance of being a professional media company so that they can, it just gives you access to certain things. If you know, you know. And the other side of this is when you do make money. So There's a few examples of this. It's kind of hard to tell which is which with this one, but good example is this channel, Philosopher. It's like philosopher, but PHO instead of PHI. And it's this Asian Jewish girl, like Chinese or something, I don't know. It doesn't really matter in this context, actually. So she will do these videos, like these ridiculously corny videos, which is really a staple of feds. Feds can't meme. If you've ever heard that saying, they can't meme. They don't know it's funny. They're not actually artists or musicians. They don't write things in the way that normal people would write them. Like they're not doing it like unironically. They're actors. They have tasks that they need to complete as a fake character. So what I'm referring to specifically is there's a few times she did this. Okay, she has these music videos. They're ridiculous, but it's like libertarian propaganda to get people riled up and get them in this kind of like fake anarchist mindset. Good example of this is her video anti-state, but she'll run I believe it's GoFundMe campaigns. It could be Indiegogo or whatever other money laundering platform, but she is not popular or entertaining or interesting or even charismatic. Like she's weird, you know. She is very obviously not like a real person, if you know what I mean. But she'll run these campaigns for music videos, and she'll raise like $35,000 for something that is not, you know, she's not using a movie grade film camera, and presumably you already have a camera, so you're just paying for maybe one or two people to help out on set, and then someone to, you know, maybe dancers, and then someone to edit the video, which back in the day, sure, maybe you would charge like $3,000 for a 4-minute video. But nowadays, so many people know how to edit. Editing software is free. Computers are basically free because everyone already has a computer. So she's raising $35,000, putting out this video, and you would think, oh wow, she must be really popular, raising all that money. Nope, she'll get like 10,000 views, like less views than money raised on the video, which basically, you know, I don't remember how many backers she had. I noticed this like years ago, or like a year and a half ago. But that means there's several people giving her thousands of dollars, like maybe 10 people giving her over $1,000. Like, it's ridiculous. So my point here is these people are running propaganda companies and making it look like it's being funded through someone's organic popularity, or they're creating new media companies, and they're like, wow, we just took off. You know, we're so glad we're doing this from the bottom of our hearts. We're so glad that so many people are fans, and you know, so many people love what we're doing. But really, they're doing it for a reason beyond money. Like, they have a goal that's outside of the art itself, because it's terrible. And if you knew how to make something good, if you enjoyed making art, it wouldn't cost you $35,000. So pretty much they're disguising the source of the money, funneling it back into this account, or really this company, and then using that money to continue producing these things. So basically it would be like if you ran I don't know, let's just say you had a vested interest in white people buying guns that were soon to be made illegal, or posting on the internet about how they hate the government. You could, launder $35,000 to someone and then they could create this fake platform where people feel safe talking about how they should get rid of the police and white people should buy guns and protect themselves, and how they immigrants, black people are running the country, those kinds of insane things. I mean, there's things to be said about all that, of course, but if you know what I'm getting at, it just serves a much higher purpose, it's a kind of Tika no deal, if you know what I mean. It's a kind of Mystery Babylon mission.